Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and I hope all of you are doing great. So in today's video, we'll be looking at few swing trading setups for the coming week. We'll have a general view of the market and the market breadth. So let's get started with the video. And just before that, standard disclaimer, I'm not a SEBI registered analyst and any stock discussed here is not a buy or sell recommendation. Please consult your financial advisor before taking any trade or making any investment. So let's get started. So starting with the Nifty, as you can see, we have come up from the last 1 week and there has been some improvement in the overall market. Still, it remains very shaky, but there have been some good setups and there have been some good moves. Currently, I'd say it's still in a bit shaky situation, although we have covered this gap down that we had. We have covered that and it's currently heading towards the all-time high level. And similar is the case with the mid caps, the micro cap, and the so mid cap index is also very similar at the previous level, and the small cap 250 index also at the previous level. So if it consolidates for the this week, for around here in this range, maybe pulling back towards the 10-day moving average and then heading higher, or maybe it can continue to head higher. So these are the few possibilities that I have. So overall, I'd say still it would be better to take things slow, but there have been many improvements in the setups in the overall market breadth as well, right? So we'll look at few setups according to that. And before that, let's just take a general look at the market breadth as well. So one thing you might have noticed is that from the last 2 days, the market has been a bit more shaky because again, as you can see, the breadth improved a few days ago, right? From going as down as 49 on 13th August, which was, I think, so this day, right? So since then, it has improved a bit and you can see it here simply, right? And since then, we have improved and you can clearly see it was heading higher, then came 77, then 224. That was a big improvement. And then it was quite stable. Still, I'd say it's a bit stable, but you see the number of downs have increased a bit, right? And overall, but I'd say the breadth is still strong. One thing that you can do is look at the new 52-week high stocks. You will find most of the names from the packaging names, some of the chemical names as well, right? Maybe few pharma names and few fertilizers and all those kind of stocks. And if you see the overall, the stocks about the 20-day moving average, 50 and 200 have also improved, right? So if it stays somewhere around above 70, that is a really good number. If it stays above 70, and this one also. And if you see which sector performed really well over the last month, you can see oil, metal, telecom. Metal, there were a few outliers like the Shyam Metallics and all, right? Pharma has been in a silent bull run from quite a long time, which is full-fledged right now, right? And on Friday, if you see auto names, like especially the Bajaj Auto gave a really nice move, right? But majority of the indices, majority of the sectors were in a downtrend, especially the realty sector, right? So if things, I think the things will remain like this for quite some time now, right? So we'll have few good opportunities as well, but overall it won't be like a full-fledged market that we have been used to from quite some time, right? So still you have to be very selective here. So coming to that, I have gone through some stocks, uh, doing my usual scans of the tightness scans, that the tightness scan, the 4% scan, right? 2 3 mixed kind of scans that I do, right? And especially a simple one would be a 52-week high, or a stocks within the range of, let's say, 20-25% of 52-week high. You'll get most of the names there, right? So these are the few setups that I have my eyes on, right? Starting with the Themis Medicare, right? So why this setup is interesting to me, let me shift to the candlestick, because again, most of you request going through the candlestick. First of all, it is a big base kind of a breakout that has happened, plus the earnings were really good. If I show you the earnings, right? So earnings was really good quarter on, especially the quarter on quarter growth, the EPS growth, and the overall everything was really good. And it's just consolidating nicely in a very narrow range above the big base breakout level, and plus there was a nice recovery from the 10-day moving average on Friday. So this is one that I'm considering. Then we have NBCC, although the Friday close was not really good, and few days ago it even attempted a breakout but failed. But overall the EPS growth and the overall fundamental growth has been good, and it's consolidating nicely in a range. So let's see if it recovers and if it crosses this one 85-86 level. DLF, although the sector has been very weak, but this one is standing well as compared to the other one. So I'm considering it for now. But again, we have better setup. So again, this is on the back of the row right now. Wabag, we had few multiple breakout failures here, but one thing that you see if you just observe the movement of this particular stock, so this is how it has performed the entire year, right? You'll see it consolidates for a few months, there are multiple breakout failures, then 1 or 2 3 days it just moves higher, then comes down again, consolidation near the highs, and then a strong breakout, then comes down, then a strong breakout, up move, then again it is repeating the same behavior. So this time if it breaks out, I think so that would be a good one, right? So that's why this is one of my high priority setup. BL Kashyap, again this is also doing well, surfing above the 21-day moving average, so this one is also good. Centec, again from the realty, although some of the names in realty not doing that good, but this has been a clear outlier for at least for now, in the technical terms, right? Because again, very nice consolidation and ready for a breakout. Then we have Greenply Industries, which has been a really nice mover, again consolidating in a small range, then moving higher. Then we have Blue Star, which again a normal horizontal kind of a base where it gave a fake breakout, but again tried to break out again above the 21-day moving average. But if it comes out of this range somewhere around 1770, 1780, that would be a nice entry point. Zensar, so a few IT stocks have been showing some improvement, right? Plus the news of the Fed cutting the interest rates, that could also benefit IT in that sense, and this one is one of the good setups there. India Glycol, again, there's nothing much to say, clearly surfing above the 10 and the 21-day moving average, consolidating nicely here, a very strong uptrend after a big base breakout here. Elegant, again, one of the strong sectors, right? Because again, if you just look through the 1 week performance of the sector, so aviation is at top, there's pharma, there's communication equipments, there auto ancillary, there's pharma, packaging, right? All these have been really good performers from last few weeks, especially if you look at the last 3 month performance of uh, the sectors. The packaging has been the best performer, and you won't even find the defense in the railways. They are at the near the bottom of the this row. I think so, I saw somewhere railways, right? So again, you see, this is what sector rotation is. You'll make money in one sector, then that goes in decline, then the other sector comes up. Because if you remember correctly, if you remember the sectoral rotation video, or uh, I have discussed about the packaging sector a few months ago as well, and this Uflex has been a quite a complete outlier, right? So it was like beyond my understanding what kind of movement it was giving, right? But again, you see Cosmo First, Jindal Poly, these are few good setups that are still in this packaging sector. So coming back to the Elegant Castalloy, so this one also coming out of a nice base here. Nitin Spinner, if you see, textile has been in limelight from some time, and if you see this one also a very kind of a choppy, not my first priority, but this is a good one. Then we had Daulat Algo, right? So this one also a large base breakout, it gave a false breakout, trapped many people, especially on Twitter, and then reversed from the 21-day moving average and now heading higher. So what I'm expecting it to do is like a slight pullback towards here and then a breakout. That would be much better. Then we have FSIL. So this is kind of a circuit stock, but it is kind of a reversing from the 50-day moving average, and overall this sector also doing nice, its peer also doing nice, I think so. Office AWFI is the name. Then we have Voltam from the transformers, which the price, the price is telling you that it is ready for a nice breakout. And again, the movement of this stock is like this, it will break out one day, it will give a good 5, 10, 15% kind of a move, and then there's a pause. Then we have CET. again setting up well as compared to the other ones. This is also kind of a big base as well, but a bit of more contraction here would be better. So it's like this, I am not able to find those many good setups that were available, I think so few 4 5 days back, especially this from the wealth management space, right? Motilal Oswal, if you see a nice contraction going on overall. Mm. Then we have HFCL from the communication equipments and all. So again, this has been zigzag mover kind of a, but again you see the contraction slowly happening, and that is in a kind of a ascending way, right? So it's not like this key every time the contraction has to go like this. It could be in an ascending manner, it could be in a descending manner as well, right? So this one again coming out of a large range, which is one of the top priority setups. So this one again, a very clean breakout from the base, base formation above the 21-day moving average, and a really nice breakout from here. So that is again a good top priority sector, sorry, setup. And then we have Century Textiles again, a very clean base here. So a small consolidation like this around here, and then a breakout, that would be much better. Then we have Cosmo first again from the packaging sector, the sector itself standing very strong right now. The results are improving, right? And a nice consolidation here, although it tried to give a nice move on Friday but failed to give that kind of a close. And similar is case with the Jindal Poly, it gave a better close here, right? So this is a right. So again, as I said a few days ago, were much better setups with low priority, right? So these are the few setups that I'm tracking with Themis Medicare, Suntech, and this HFCL, Century Textile. These are my kind of top priority. Again, no, this is not a recommendation, right? So I guess you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Goodbye, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.